Hello, dear followers, geologists and mining engineers and geoscientists from around the world following our community, whether on Facebook or in our YouTube channel. I don't know where are you viewing this video here because we post our videos in both our social media accounts and YouTube channel. Okay, as you can see in this video, you guys are familiar with our videos. They've been mostly using GeoModeler, QGIS, or Micromine for design purposes. And because a lot of you have been asking and they've shown an interest in Datamine packages like Studio RM or Studio OP, maybe Studio UG for underground. That's why we try to cover some of these tools and either in courses. For example, we have an upcoming course in using Studio OP that's going to be soon uploaded to our website, and some of you have shown an interest in Studio RM, which is the package by Datamine for resource modeling and geological modeling, resource estimation and block modeling and things like that. So I wanted to really create a really quick video in which I show you what I've done with Micromine and what I've done with the GeoModeler inside our geological modeling course. So we all know that to create a geological model, the first thing to do is to import the Drillhole database and you take it from there. So I wanted to show you at least how to import the drill holes inside Studio RM, because most of the software, they don't do it like the same way. You find it different from software to another, and some of them they make it really easy to do. Some of the others, it's really complicated. So I'll show you how to do it in a couple of more softwares, and hopefully we can do more advanced stuff in the future. Okay, so let's do this. So the first thing that we need to do, like any other package, is to create a new project. That's really obvious. So you click on this button in here and you just go and click next, and we are going to choose here where we want to save that. We've created an RM folder in there, and in the desktop we are going to call this tutorial, and then click on next, and let's add some files that are in there. These are actually the tables that we are going to use to create the drill hole database. Open them and finish. Okay, so now let's go to the project files, and here you can see that we have only one folder. These, where you can see all the folders, they will be structured based on the data type in Datamine. So what I really like about Datamine and Micromine is that they have some pretty solid graphics, and the menus are very structured in a way so you can start here and go to here and so on. By the way, another thing that made me go to Studio RM and show you how to do this is that they finally introduced some implicit modeling tools, because to be honest, in 2020 right now, I don't really want to spend time on using explicit modeling tools, so I don't want to just keep digitizing strings and create some not accurate wireframes, and doing, of course, this is gonna result in a non-accurate resource estimation, and it takes time and it's a really tedious job. I know some of you are familiar with these. You're still using it in SERPAC and even in Studio RM and Micromine and other packages, and some of these big companies are starting to really know the importance of implicit modeling tools, so they try to add these to their packages, even that they're not really that advanced in these packages like in Leapfrog or GeoModeler, but they still they're in the right path, so that's something good that they're doing. So I'll try to cover the vein modeling tool here to show you guys how the implicit modeling tools work here in Datamine Studio RM, or at least this one here really quickly. Okay, so let's go back here and try to import these tables. You click here to import something external, and you will notice here you can see we have Serpac, we have mine site, micromine, Volcane. These are actually the top mining packages. And the good thing about Datamine here is that it allows you to import different file types from these different packages. So for example, Serpac, you can import a block model, you can import a DDM, drill hole strings, micromine, for example, you can import all of these kind of things. So by the way of talking about these and the mining packages that they're introducing these implicit tools. So I really what I do is I use these tools to for mine design or mine planning. They're really powerful in these kind of things. But in an implicit modeling or geological modeling, I really advise you guys to um, go to softwares like Leapfrog or GeoModeler. These are softwares that they've been doing it for so long, so they have some really advanced techniques for implicit modeling, and it is really right now it's the standard in geological modeling. So but I know that some of you are still thinking the way that implicit modeling, sorry, is just for people who want to just click here and click there and you get the final model. That's not what it is actually. That's not at all. I really advise you to go and check our geological modeling course. You'll get an idea about how implicit modeling actually works. So so the first thing we are going to do is to import the data. So in our case, they're going to be text based. So we are going to click on text in here and then go to tables. Click on OK. So the first table is the color table. That's a really important table. Is if you're not familiar with the different tables, we have the color table in which we have the coordinates of the drill holes. We have the survey table in which we have the let's say sometimes we have some inclined drill holes, or they have some sort of deviation in the subsurface. That file is going to tell the software how these drill holes look like in the subsurface. And we have the geology table in which we have the different intercepted geological layers, and we have the assay table in which we have the different geochemical measurement that we've done in the different intervals, or in which we have different samples taken from these drill holes. Okay, so it's very obvious in here. It's a delimited file. The header row is the number one. We have a header in here, so if you don't have a header, you uncheck this one. So click on next, and the tables or the columns are actually separated by semicolons, so you check that and you click on next. Something really important here is, in order for Studio RM to recognize this as a color file, so you need to have these header names: X color for the easting or the X coordinates, Y color and Z color, and for the borehole name you need to have this as BHID for the borehole identifier. Okay, so if you don't have, if you have, for example, different names, so let's say that you have easting in here, you can click on this column and change the name here to X color. Okay, and you just go and click finish. Let's call this color in here and just click on OK. So if Datamine is going to detect that as the color file, it's going to create a folder in here with that color table inside of it. Let's go and import another table. In this case, we are going to import the survey table. We're going to do the same exact thing, but take note that the borehole ID needs to be BHID, the dip is dip, the bearing or the azimuth needs to be BRG, and the depth needs to be at. So make sure you use these names or you change them in here. So click on finish, and this is going to be the survey, and click on OK. Now there's just one other table that we're going to import, which is the geology table. We're not going to import the assay table in this case because we're not doing any compositing or resource estimation in this video. But let me know if you guys are interested about some resource estimation training or using this software or any other software. We'll be happy to do that. Okay, so let's go and click on open and import the geology table. We do the same thing. You will notice here are the names that you need to use: BHID, from, to, and lith for lithology. You can use rock or N rock if you have the number for that formation. Click on next and finish. We're gonna call this geology. Now we have three different folders: the assay, in which we have the interval file, the geology, the color table, and the downhole survey. Now we need to combine all of these three files into a single file in order to view it as drill holes in 3D. To do that, we need to go to simple analysis and build static. This one is going to help us to combine all of these tables into just one table and be able to view that as a drill hole in here. So let's go, for example, to this one and double click on this one. You will see that we have only the things that we've imported to that table, the X, Y, Z coordinates. And by the way, this editor by Datamine Studio RM, you can add columns in here, you can change things in here, you can change the names, for example, if you want. So you can do some calculate a new field in here using formulas as if it was an Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so what I want to do now is go to this one, and of course we are going to import the color table in here, and we import the survey table. By the way, everything in yellow is mandatory, everything in white is optional. So let's go and import the geology or the interval file, and this is the output. It's gonna be, we're gonna call this holes, and this is not mandatory, this is just optional, but we're gonna call this summary. Okay, let's move on, and this is gonna be the errors in case we have any errors in our drill holes, and click on OK. And you will see that Datamine is going to create a new folder in here with the holes. These are the drill holes, and now we can just drag and drop and view that in 3D. By the way, the drill holes are the same drill holes that we've used in the last video when we imported them inside Micromine, and they are the same drill holes that we used to create a full geological model using GeoModeler in our course. So if you're interested in that course and other courses, you can go to our website geotrainings.com. We have, for the moment 4 courses, but we are going to add more, and you can just go and choose whatever the course you want. We're running promos from time to time, and you can go to and create an account and buy the course you want. And by the way, now we're open to, if you're an instructor and you have a course you want to share or a course you want to sell in our website, you can go and apply as an instructor. You can add your resume and what kind of courses that you want to sell, and we can approve that based on your knowledge. So that's it. Okay, go and check out our website. And these are the drill holes, and let's go now to here and hide that grid, and you can see here we have everything that is in the 3D space. Here we can check things whether you want to view them or hide them. For the drill holes, you can also go and either view them or hide them. Now some of you are going to ask the question, why are they all in red? Why don't we see the colors for the different layers? And here is the answer to that. All you have to do is to double click in here and go to lines and symbols, and then choose what kind of attribute you want to use to display colors. In our case, it's going to be the lithology, so we are going to use the lith here and do that automatically, and we get different colors. And now if we just, let's click on apply, and we have different colors in here based on the lithology. Let's increase the scale maybe to 5. Click apply and OK. And now we have the drill holes in here. Now we're supposed to stop here because that was the purpose of this video, to show you how to import the drill holes inside Datamine Studio RM. But since they've added an update now to their software that allows you to do something implicitly, so let me show you quickly the vein tool in here, how to model, let's say, one of these layers really quickly. And that's why mining software providers now are tending to add implicit modeling tools, because it's actually right now the industry standard. I know some of you are still using the explicit tools. I want you now to think of this. Now let's say that I want to model this bottom layer in here. How much time would it take you to model this? Some of you are going to say maybe half an hour, maybe an hour, because it's not really that complicated. It's the number of drill holes is not really that big, and it's really not that complicated shape in here, but it's going to take you some time. It's going to go through cross sections and try to draw these and make them look good. But here is what we can do here with implicit tools, and let's see if you're going to change your mind or not. So we load the drill holes, we choose the lithology, and we choose, let's say, the formation or the geological layer number 1. This is the F1, and that's the bottom one. And the software automatically detects the hanging wall and the foot wall of this layer. The ones in red are the top of that layer, the ones in green are the bottom of that layer. And without playing with these tools, without doing anything, and let's say we want to compute this, we don't want to compute only the hanging wall, we don't want to only compute the foot wall, we are going to compute the full wireframe. And let's go and compute the surface in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. You can see that we have, these were not even 7 seconds. I was counting really fast. This is the wireframe. We can close this, by the way, really fast. It's not going to be an issue. So this is actually going to be the wireframe, and we have the wireframe in here. We can double click on that and change that to a fixed color maybe, and you can see that we can do the same thing for the different layers, but that's gonna be the topic for another video when we do a full geological model, and then we maybe go to some block modeling or some resource estimation. I hope this video was informative. Please let me know if you have something in mind. If you're watching this video on Facebook and you're really stuck here and watched it until the end, I'm really happy that you are still watching. Please comment below. Tell me what you think about this video. Tell me what you think about Datamine. Tell me what you want us to cover in the future, either for a full training or quick videos like this, and we will be happy to do that. This is just to show you that we're not only using Micromine, we use a lot of other packages, and we're familiar with other packages, and we're happy to share our knowledge with you guys. That's the purpose of creating the website the YouTube channel and the full mining community in Facebook. And I'm really happy to have you with us. And please subscribe to the channel. That's something really easy to do, and it's going to help us a lot. And also make sure you create an account in our website and follow our upcoming training. We do a lot of promos, and follow us on Facebook. And that's it. See you in the next video.